The boat ran off from the shore, and within 50 meters its sole passenger had ditched the oars, giving herself to fate and the water. Behind her, on the beach, a baby sat snug in a pram. She sits back, stretching her body against the hard lines of the boat's fit. Her legs, tanned and beautiful, are flecked with grains of sand, each sticking like memories of another day, other evenings. Her feet are like the hands of a clock, but motionless. Here upon the water is time, but no time. Here upon the water is the light and heavy and invisible clouds of reflection. Way back on the beach, a small girl falls, because falling is easy. Then she stands and smiles and plays. Other children are here too, each equally amazed at the magic of the beach and shoreline. Here are no mountains, no rivers or canyons, but of the beach's magic dust castles are grown. Busy hands slap up palaces, fingers shovel out lakes, keen eyes predict homes and gardens. And laughter swims in the air like a breeze, warm and predictable. Falling is easy, she thinks, as her long fingers nonchalantly smooth her tanned legs, her nails flicking sand from bruises and scars. Falling is what happens when you walk and run, when you hurry and dance. Falling is what happens. She eases back more against the boat's hard shell and closes her eyes. The sky above is blue and forever. On the beach, children scurry at their games. Time is not here in words or deeds or actions. Time is not the clashing of bells or the bright peal of birdsong. Time is not measured by the palms, which soften the surfaces of sandcastles, or by eyes which survey the genius of an afternoon's labours. But there is always time. There must be. And here it is at the beach's borders, at the place where sand and sun grey to grass and bruised paths, to where iron railings march off someplace unknown. It is here outside a beach cafe, and beneath a buggered parasol. Here it is, in the eyes of a teenage girl, who sits hunched over a Coke, and throws a cold stare at parents who have begun to circle their kids, arms flashing in like the beaks of hungry birds, foraging for buckets, spades, shells, and damp swimming costumes. The sky above her is blue and forever, save for a single white cloud moving like a boat upon the deep. That cloud is brilliant. Like sand, it can form a million shapes. She had swum earlier in the afternoon, hard and far. She had rounded the headland and waded out of the deep water, warm water at a place where tall weeds poked at the air. There an old boardwalk took her inland. The beach, she knew, was near. She could hear the shouts and laughter of children. It was there someplace, beyond the iron railings that paralleled her path. It was there, off away from the clearing she has come to, a scrub of parched grass overlooking a small pond of green gloop and dragonflies. But not here. Here, where a gang of young adults, male and female, greets her with stares of hard suspicion, where a brown-eyed and now beautiful woman challenges her with a look that knows what there is to know about falling, but will speak nothing. Falling is easy, she thinks, as she eases back against the boat's hard shell and opens her eyes. Falling is what happens when the dance delivers the children from safe prisons and away to adventures. Back at the beach, for she can see that too, the frown on the face of one child is a path half tramped through fields that lie beyond railings, where flowers have beckoned for weeks. All summer long the flowers, tall and amazingly new, had waved to her, and now she stands half high in the grass and breathes the sex of plants, delicious and terribly strange. The boat shell is hard and uncomfortable. She had swum until the late afternoon, until the water had cooled from the early evening flies had started to bother. But now her costume is damp and rough. It sticks upon her skin. She shifts to a new position, but the boat continues to rock beyond her movements. The breeze, once warm and as cheering as laughter, is another impatience. Falling is like a small white cloud which patterns its larger relation. As the big one reshapes, so does the smaller. As the big one quickens, its smaller relation speeds up too. The clouds are strung upon a necklace of wind, and that is what governs their journey and their form. Like boats, clouds have a fate. Back at the quiet beach, the sandcastles and palaces are slipping their forms and returning to sand. Tomorrow, the beach will be identical, but entirely changed. Each grain of sand will be gone, replaced by other insignificant specks. The waves will be gone too, and other water will tongue the dawn shore. Today's children are gone forever. Tomorrow sends fresh meat. This is the falling of the day, and the children, and the teenage girl, and the beautiful brown-eyed woman alone amongst her friends. This is the falling, when clouds huddle and become one, when birds turn into shadows, when the beach is a greying smudge of mud and pointless pools of dead flies. She shivers in her boat. There will be dark stretches, when the wind comes with cold arrows, and waves pummel the boat's stomach. And darker stretches too, times when moonlight is upon the water, and all lies silently afraid, except her heartbeat, beating towards silence. And suddenly her boat is upon us, and then, too quickly, beyond us. Within seconds it has become a shape, grey and difficult. She is ahead of us. Who knows what waits for her out on the cold water that waits for us? What horror! What great peace!